My platinum rank student was scared to peek. As an Immortal Brain coach, I taught him how he needs to fix this issue. If you're platinum or lower, you likely share these 3 problems with peeking. So pay close attention. In this round, my student didn't die because he was making noise. The allied KO was ulted, so the enemy Cypher knew they were coming. What our Raze did wrong was not commit to this peek, and not fully expecting an enemy to be waiting for him in KO here. Notice how the enemy Cypher was holding, which was basically in the middle of the door frame. Since our Raze kept loudly sprinting, the enemy Cypher knew exactly when to shoot. As soon as he saw Raze, he went for an immediate crouch spray. The way to peek in this scenario is by stopping before you even cross the door frame. Then, you need to mentally understand that there's most likely an enemy holding this angle due to how loud the KO ult and Raze's sprinting was. So with this in mind, wide swing the enemy Cypher as you see on screen. As the great Valorant coach Wuhujin says in almost every video, do not stop your movement until you're fully ready to shoot. This will put you at the best odds of winning this gunfight, since you, as a moving target, will be hard to hit, and this crouch spraying Cypher will be an easy, static target to hit. Now, while I have your attention, if you want free coaching, join my Discord because it's free. In this session, my student did ask the question if he should have sliced the pie better on this angle. Slicing the pie is peeking at an angle, but not completely. You peek in slices, similar to how you cut a pie. I told him since he is closer to the point of contact than the enemy Cypher, this strategy would not be ideal since the enemy will see our Raze's shoulders first. This is why you want to go for a full swing on this angle. The next issue that I noticed actually took place earlier on in the match. Here, you can see that our Raze peeks in A main, practically lining up with our allied Sage. I told him that I'm not a fan of this peek, since he isn't making the enemy Yoru work for the potential 2 kills that he can get. So, instead of peeking A main, like this, when allied Sage is looking into A main from dugout, I told him to instead play off the contact of his allied Sage from this angle. Sage needs to play the scenario as you see on screen. Then, as soon as Sage gets into the fight or spots the enemy Yoru, which will alert Raze on our minimap, this is when Raze wants to peek. I also told him that when he peeks at this angle, he needs to not overexpose himself to the entirety of A main. Let the enemy Yoru solo push and catch him off guard. Now, obviously, nothing is going to ever work 100% of the time, but this will put us at the best odds of winning this fight, especially on rounds where the enemies have rifles and we have sheriffs. The last mistake that I pointed out to this student was him feeding the enemy unnecessary information. You need to watch the clip to understand. So here it is.
Me remaining.
One hold.
There was no reason to fully sprint out to this Viper. By doing this, you're telling the enemy Viper the exact time she needs to shoot her weapon. There is no rush here, since the enemy Viper has a molly on the bomb already, so the best play would be to safely clear the edges of the Viper's orb with your allied Reyna. Now, if there was not a Viper molly in the spike and you needed to defend your allied Reyna, then yes, sprinting loudly is understandable. But, again, the spike was mollied. My friends, fix these common mistakes, and you will see yourself outplaying everyone in your lobbies. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you want free coaching, well, join my Discord server. It's a new community, and I'll be improving it every week. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, deuce everyone. And don't forget to hit that sub button because, you know you want to.